Hi guys. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Sunday. We have just a few more minutes until Storytime Sunday. This week's book I am so excited about because I adore sloths. And this week is Sloth at the Zoom. Not the zoo, the Zoom. And you'll find out why in this week's edition of Storytime Sunday. So make yourself comfortable. We still have about 3 minutes left, so if you need to go and use the little girls' room or the little boys' room, or you need to grab some popcorn or a glass of water, got some time to do that. Make sure I say hi if you join the room so that I know who's here, so that I can say hi back. Hello, Jabron. I see you creeping. Just a few more minutes till we get started with our book. I actually have a sloth growing in the other room. It's one of those sloths that you put in water, one of those little toys that you put in water and it gets bigger and bigger. We were hoping that the sloth would be out and visiting us by this time. However, nope. Hi, Nick. Welcome. Hi, Tim. Hello, Serena. Ooh, chocolate pudding. Yum, yum. That sounds good. Hi, Jabron. Everybody say hi, Jabron. Jabron is the owner of the Briar Patch Books, who is kind enough to lend us these wonderful stories every week. So, round of applause for Briar Patch Books down in downtown Bangor. Yes. Round of applause. Yay. This is a great story. I love this one. It's going to take a little bit of time to read, though. I will say that right up front. Just one more minute. If you would like to, if you'd be ever so kind to share this with your friends and loved ones and have them join, that would be lovely. And remember that all of our Storytime Sunday posts live right here on the website at Aktrez Fun on Facebook. So you can always go back and rewatch a story if you adored it. I just did that the other day, in fact. I am such a huge fan of Room on a Broom and the Gruffalo that I had to go back and watch the Gruffalo again because I love it. I love it. Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheffler wrote those books. One that I don't think we've read yet because I don't see it here, and I know that I've actually purchased those ones for myself, is I don't have Stickman. And I don't think I could find Stickman. I need to find Stickman. That's another one that's fantastic in that series, or in that series by that author. I will find it and we will read it because Stickman is fun. Love that. And I think one of these days we'll go back and just read Room on a Broom and Gruffalo again because they are that good. All right, folks, it is 8:01, just a little bit past the hour, and it's time for this week's Storytime Sunday. So this week's book is called Sloth at the Zoom. And now, if you were with me last week, you remember that in our house we typically say sloth because that's the British pronunciation for this animal right here. However, since we're reading tonight and a lot of our friends and listeners are just learning the word, we will read it as sloth because that's how we say it here in America. And so Sloth at the Zoom is by Helaine Becker, and it's illustrated by Orby. What a fun name is that? So we'll jump right into it. This is the inside. It looks like one of my friends drew that. That's what it looks like. So adorably cute. Sloth at the Zoom. One bright day, a truck whizzed up to the front gate of the Zoom. There was a new animal being delivered. It was a sloth. And on the note, it says delivery, delivered to Zoo, 37 Zoo Street. Boy, I'm glad that there isn't a bakery at that address because that would be confusing. If a bakery was at 37 Zoo Street, but it's a zoo. It took a long time for the Zoom keepers to get the sloth out of the truck. First, they had to wake her up, and then she needed a sip of water and a bit of a stretch, too. When she finally looked around, the sloth was perplexed. You see, she thought her new home would be pretty laid back. What do you think? That looks like a pretty laid back atmosphere, huh? Rest and relax at the zoo. But this was the Zoom, not the zoo. At the Zoom, the zebras galloped so fast they left their stripes in puddles. Look at this zebra right here. All of his stripes are gone. They're down here in the puddle that the sloth is looking at. That's fast. The monkeys climbed so fast they forgot to stop at the treetops, and the parrots flew so fast their tails drew rainbows across the sky. What's all this fuss and flutter about? Wondered the sloth. After a few weeks, the sloth was ready to make a new friend. She called out, "Hello, cheetah. Where are you going in such a rush?" "No time to chat. Busy, busy, busy," said the cheetah. "Don't you have anything to do?" The sloth nodded. "Of course. I have to listen to the of the wind in the trees." A few weeks later, the sloth called out to the monkeys. "Hello. Would you like to hang with me?" "Can't stop now, the monkey screeched. We're running ever so late. They raced up and down and around the jungle gym. Oh, fast monkeys. The sloth shrugged her shaggy shoulders. Then she chose a comfy spot where the sun's golden rays would tickle her belly all day long. A few weeks later, the sloth flagged down the zebras as they zipped by. I like your stripes, she called. They whinnied their thanks without stopping. The sloth sighed. She shook her shaggy head. No one here has any time. Quite so, a voice replied. The sloth looked up. Nothing. The sloth looked down. There, cupped in a philodendron leaf, was a snail. Why, hello down there. Nice to meet you, said the sloth. There was a long, long silence. Then the snail said, since you don't seem too busy, perhaps you'd care to have a snack with me? There was another long, comfortable pause. I'd be delighted, said the sloth. But this could take a while. I'm in no hurry, replied the snail. And this is what happened next. I think it's going to take a while for the sloth to get all the way down the tree. What do you think? When the sloth arrived at the snail's leaf, they shared a bite. Then they shared a cool drink. And as the setting sun adorned the sky, they shared a contented sigh. Look how pretty that sunset is. The monkey swung over. What are you doing? Sloth offered them some iced tea. Next came the cheetah. What's going on? Snail offered her a sweet green leaf to nibble on. Mind if we join you? Asked the zebras. Everyone shuffled to make some room. And as the day became night and the night became day, the animals at the Zoom slowed down. Just long enough, that is, to become fast friends. And that is the end. And there you go, guys. That is the end of the Sloth at the Zoom. Boy, that is not a lesson in patience. I don't know what is, but I love that book. How many of you guys love sloths? I think they're so adorably cute. And it's nice that there is an animal on Earth that just takes its time. Just goes with the flow. Thank you, Jabron. Thank you guys for joining me. Hope you had a great Storytime Sunday. Hope you had a great Sunday even before Storytime Sunday. And this was just the cherry on top of your day and the ice cream for the morning on Monday. I don't know. Hi, Sharon. Thank you for joining, Sharon. Thank you for joining, Nick. Jody, give me a minute or two and the video will show back up for you guys so you can watch it from the beginning. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, guys. Next week, let me see what I have for next week so I can preview it. Get my little book of wonders, my little bag of tricks over here. Oh, yes. Next week's a pretty book. So next week we have The Invisible Lizard by Kurt Cyrus and Andy Atkins. It is so, as you can see on here, the artwork is so pretty. Very pretty book. And remember, guys, I always put up the events now on the page. So if you know that you would like to join us, please feel free to join that event. It also helps for your friends and family to see that as well, and hopefully come and join you to join me to join us. So please feel free to join those events if you know that you're going to be able to attend Storytime Sunday. And with that, I hope you have a wonderful evening and keep reading, keep being creative, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.